Welcome to Study with Amit. I am Amit and today we are here with the second part of this Merchant of Venice. So here we have our book. So if you have not seen the previous video or the first video of this Merchant of Venice, Act 1 Scene 1, so go and watch that, then only you will understand this part. So let's start. Act 1 Scene 1 Part 2, which we are doing. So here we have done till Salarino and Salanio exit, means they exits. So after this, Lorenzo says, My lord Bassanio, since you have found Antonio, we too will leave you, but at dinner time I pray you have in mind where we must meet. Means he says, My lord Bassanio, that I will also leave now with he says that I will also leave now, and at dinner time he says that I will leave now, and at dinner time you should know that where we'll meet at dinner time. He invites him for dinner. So after this he says, Bassanio says, I will not fail you. He says that I will come at that place. You look not well, Graciano says. You look not well, Signor Antonio. You have too much respect upon the word. They lose it. That do by it with much care. Believe me, you are marvelous changed. He says that you are very much changed and you have a respect in this world, means you have a good respect in Venice. So you are changed now. So he says that you are changed totally. So after this, what he says that Antonio says, I hold the world, but as the world, Graciano, a stage where every man must play a part and mine sad one. So he says that I hold the world as a world, means I hold the world as a stage or performance stage where people perform their what we say their in their character, and he says mine means Antonio's character is sad one. He thinks that his character is sad one in this play or in this life. So after this, what Graciano says, this is very important speech. This one, Antonio says, "I hold the world as world." So from these questions are asked in exams. So you should be thorough with these and the paragraphs which are near to it. So Graciano says, "Let me play the fools with mirth and laughter. Let old winkles come." Means people at that time thought that if we laugh much, so in less period of time we'll get older and wrinkles will come on our faces. So and my liver rather heat with wine than my heart cool with mortifying groans. So he says, uh, let he says that let my body warm with the wine, then cool my spirit with painful groans. So after this, why should a man whose blood is warmed within sit like a grand cut in alabaster, grandeur cut in alabaster? Why should a man with warm blood in his veins sit like grandfather's statue made up of white marble? He says that why you are sitting like grandfather's statue made up of white marble, means why you are sitting ideal. Sleep when he wakes and cheap into the jaundice. So people at that time thought that people who get jaundice are means they get the fruit of their means what they have done throughout the life. If they have done some sin in their life, so they would get the disease jaundice. So after this, by being pelvish, I tell thee what Antonio, I love thee, and it is my love that speaks. He says that I love you, that's why I have care of you, so that's why I am speaking these things to you. There are a sort of men whose visage do cream and mental like standing pond, and do willful silliness entertains with propose to be dressed in an opinion of wisdom gravity profound conceit. Means there are men with faces covered with singing pool and covered with smile dirt. Means the appearance is something else, and inside the people are different. That's what he is trying to say. So, as who says, I am Sir Oracle. Sir Oracle means the inner voice. The inner voice is called Sir Oracle. Means if we think about something, two things come to our mind. If we want to go somewhere, we think that we should go, or one will say we should not go. So we'll listen to only one of them. So that is what Sir Oracle. He says that I am your inner voice. And when I open my lips, let no dog barks. Means he says that when I say something, all are silent. Means all people carefully listen to him. He says according to him. O my Antonio, I do know these, that therefore only are reputed wise for saying nothing when I am very sure. If they should speak, would almost dawn those ears, which hearing them would call their brothers fool. I'll then I'll then tell thee more of this another time, but first, with this melancholy bait for the food gone, this opinion comes good Lorenzo. Very well, a while I'll end my exhortation after dinner. He says that why you are just wasting a melancholic bait, means melancholic, his behavior is melancholic, means Antonio is in melancholic mood, and he's trying to bait a fish. What is the name of fish? Jujion. Means Jujion is a small fish which is not worthier. So he is telling that why you are baiting for a fish which is of no worthy, means it is of no use. And he says goodbye to him. Lorenzo says, well, we'll leave you then till dinner time. I must be one of these same dumb wise men, for Gratiano never let me speak. He says that I would be dumb man like a dumb, and I will not speak again in the dinner time, as Gratiano will be there and he will not let me speak. So Gratiano says, well, keep me company, but 2 years more, thou shalt not know the sound of thine own tongue. He says that if you will be with me for 2 years more, then you will not be able to realize, or you will not be able to means recognize your own voice. Means you will forget to speak and you will not recognize your own voice. Antonio, very well, I will go a talker for this gear. Gratiano, thanks. I faith for silence is only commendable. I inner needs tongue dried. Silence is only worthier than drying the tongue like ox tongue. Means ox never speak. So like ox we are standing and Graciano is speaking. Graciano and Lorenzo executes and they leaves. So Antonio says, is that anything now? Bassanio says, Graciano speaks an infinite deal of nothing more than any man in this Venice. So he says that Graciano is the what he is talking. He doesn't know himself that he has nothing of his business and he is just talking like anything. So his reasons are as two grains of wheat hid in two bushes of chaffs. You shall seek all the day air and find them, and when you find them, they are no worth for the search. Means his words are like two grains hid in a bush, and if you find it, means if you search for it whole day, and if you find it after searching whole day, if you find that two grains, they are of no use and no worth, means they are no worth to the search, means we are searching just like anything and we are getting 2 grains, so it is of no use. Antonio says, well, tell me now, what lady is the same to whom you swore a secret pilgrimage? So you tell me that who is the lady to whom you have said to me that you will go for a secret pilgrimage. So he says that you today promised to tell me. He said that you have promised to tell me, you now you tell. So Bassanio tells, it's not unknown to you, Antonio, how much I have disabled my estate by something showing a more swelling pot. So he says that I have just wasted all the money which I had, and I have lost the money which you had given to me also. So Antonio says, I pray you, good Bassanio, let me know it, and if I stand as yourself still do, within the eye of honor, be assured my purse and my axioms means lie all unlocked to your occasions. So he says, Bassanio asks for money to Antonio, and Antonio says that all my purse, all the savings which I have, all the things are belonging to you only. You can use it for anything. So Bassanio says, in my school days, when I had lots one shaft, I shoot his fellow of self same flight. He says that they played when they played with bow and arrow, so they sometimes they lose their arrows, so they were not able to find it. Then they would fire the same arrow in the same direction and clearly means see that where it is going, and then he would just find it. Then when it would go to the second arrow, he would find the first arrow near it. So this is what he is telling to Antonio, that Antonio has invested before only very much amount of money on him. So a good sum of money he has invested on Bassanio, and so Bassanio is assuring him that when he was young, then he would shot. So like this, he would find the second arrow. So if Antonio would help him for second time, then there is chance that he would get the money which he has given to him before. So he said, adventuring both in childhood proves, because what follows is pure innocence, and I owe you much like a willful youth, and I owe is lost. But if you please to shoot another arrow the self. Now he says that if you want to shoot another arrow, then you can get your money back which you have invested on me or you have given to me. Bassanio says in Melbourne, no. Now Antonio says, you know me well, and herein spend but times to win about my love and circumstance, and out of doubt you do me now more wrong in making question to uttermost than if you say made waste of all I have, then do but say to me what I say do, and that is your knowledge me may by me be done, and I am pressed onto it, therefore speaks. So Antonio says, you know me well, but herein, so he says, okay, I will see it that how much you need, and then he will tell. So after this, Bassanio speaks. In Belmont is a rich lady richly left, and she is fair and fairer than the world of wondrous virtues. Sometimes from her eyes I did receive fair speechless message. Her name is Portia, nothing undervalued, Cato's daughter and Brutus' wife. So she is very good looking. He says that there is a richly left lady called Portia, and she is very good looking, and she is not undervalued than Cato's daughter and Brutus's wife. So nor is the wide world ignorant of her worth, and for the four winds blow in from every coast, renowned suitors and her sunny locks hang on her temple like a golden fleece, which make her seat of Belmont's caucus stand, and may Jason come in quest of her, O my Antonio, had I but the means to all rival place with one of them, and I have my mind passage me such thrift that I should questionless be fortunate. So he says that Bassanio says that there is a richly left lady. He says about him that the suitor from four corners of the world come for the trial, and Jason is a god of luck, and so he says that Jason come to help him. Jason want the golden fleece, so for that only he says. Now Antonio says, Thou know that all my fortunes are at sea. Neither I have money nor commodities to raise a present sum. Therefore go forth, try what my credit can in Venice do, that shall be racked even to uttermost to furnish thee to Belmont, to fair Portia. Go presently inquire, and so will I. Where money is, and I no question make to have it of my trust or for my sake. So he says that thou knows means you know all my fortunes are at sea, neither I have commodities nor money. So he says that I don't have money, present sum of money now. So you should go in Venice and see that what my credit can do here, means what my name can give you, means taking Antonio's name what you can get. He says that go and see for it, and you will surely get see, and you will get the money, sum of money. So at last he says that, and the guarantee of the means guarantee of the sum of money will be Antonio. So he says that you don't have to bother about the money, I will pay it, but just you take my name and see what my name can give to you. Excellent all. So this was Act 1 Scene 1. So we are ending here. So this was the video. Thanks for watching. If you have reached here, then like this video. Do share it with your friends. So thank you. Have a good day. Jai.